Hi guys, this is Mark Sherry here, back with another quick tutorial which is basically a breakdown of how I put together my remix of Markus Schulz, The New World. It's out just now on Armada at Beatport. So in the same style as my last tutorial videos that I did of the Music of the Earth track, I'm going to start off with how I put together the groove with the percussion, the loops, the kick drum and the bass parts, just to give you an idea of how the foundation sounds in the track and how I basically put together the groove parts. So starting at the top, we've just got the kick drum, nice and simple kick drum, nice and punchy, quite techy. And then after that we've got, there's actually two bass sounds. There's a sub bass, and then I've got a kind of running arp, and as a kind of mid bass, and then another part, a percussive part, which plays quite a big role in giving the track some bass as well. Along with the bass lines is this rolling tom, which adds groove, but it also adds depth to the bass line. So I'll just solo that out for you. Now I've got that. There's quite a wide spread on that tom. It sounds really good if you're listening at home in your speakers just now or your headphones. You'll hear that it's got quite a wide spread on it. So that also gives you a bigger dimension within your bass parts when it's playing with the kick drum. The sub bass I've got is like a kind of offbeat part. It's quite, I suppose it's quite like the bass line out of Lizard or Mauro Picotto's older tracks. It's a kind of side chained reverse bass type sound. So that sounds really good in with the kick drum. And then I've got the running bass arp, which is on top of that. I'll just play that on its own to let you hear it. Oh, sorry about that. There's quite a lot of reverb on that arp. Again, it just gives you more depth. And I'll just play all these together for you. You've got quite a nice wide sound. Obviously the sub bass parts are all very much in the centre, but the arp has got a wide sound on it, and because of the reverb as well, it gives you a good idea of the kind of space that you can create within a track. Moving down, I've got as always, I've got quite a lot of percussive parts going on in my track. So I've got closed hats here, just doing a kind of sporadic little part, and then I've got the claps here, and another layered clap on top of that. I've just called those snap claps. Now these tri-claps, these were three claps layered on top of each other, but I've kicked these off the beat very, very slightly, which gives you quite a nice groove as well. They're just very, very slightly off the groove. These snap claps are bang on the beat though. And when you play them both together, it gives you a nice sound. Moving down, I've got kind of BXR style hats going on here. And bring in the open hats. Some shakers. And then I've got more 909 hats, closed hats down here. And then more open hats there. Then some panned hats. Now these are panned over to the right hand side here. I've got a single hit. And I've got some a kind of wooden sounding perk hit in here as well, which sounds really good. That just adds more groove to the bass line and the kick. So if I bring all these in together, I'll bring most of them in. that sounds really good. Moving down further, I've got even more loops going on here. There's a kind of techie loop here, which is quite low in the mix, but it just gives a kind of running feel to the groove. And I've also got another panning loop. It's just like a chopped loop with a delay on it. And then I've got this other hollow perk sounding loop as well. And then an ARP loop here. Sorry about that. Right, so that's basically the kick and the bass and the groove. Moving down further, we've got some stabs here. Just nice and big techie stabs. Got some more tech hits going on. Little vocal chops. Okay, so moving down into the synths. I've got a nice lead sound here from Spire. And we've got another sound here with using the June 2 VST, which I really recommend. It's a really good synth. Now that one's slightly panned over to the right, just to give you a wider sound, and you can, that's basically layered with the Spire sound as well. Got some more tech stabs going on down here. Okay, and then we've got another Spire sound here, which is a kind of ARP. It's just got a nice, really kind of nice dreamy sound to it. So I introduced that quite quietly, and as the track goes over into the breakdown, it starts to get a little bit louder. You can see it starts off quiet and then gradually gets a little bit louder and then fades away, going into the break again. Then over here I've got another kind of main sound that comes in on top of these, on top of the Spire and the June sound, June 2 sound. I've got Serum, which I'll be honest, I'm not a massive fan of Serum. I don't go into it that much, but usually when I do go into it, I have to spend a bit of time on it, and to find some good sounds. But I find that Spire and June 2 and Massive and Silent are all the kind of main synths that I use, but I do still go into Serum occasionally, but I wouldn't say it was a really good synth for trance. But yeah, this was a nice sound that I found, so this goes on top here. Okay, and then I've got the rides coming in, which I really love having 909 rides in my tracks, just to give pace, especially when the track starts to go into the breakdown. I think they sound really good when the rides are like popping out through the mix. They're side chained. Sorry, I had loop on there. Yeah, so that's basically us up into the breakdown. So make sure you check out part 2, which I'll be doing in the next few days, and I'll show you how I put together all the sounds in the breakdown, including the main melodies, the pads, the ARPs, and all that kind of stuff. So hopefully you might have learned something in this tutorial. I'm just working with the audio parts that I've bounced down just now, but if you've got any more questions, then please leave them in the comments below on Facebook, or you can send me a message on Twitter or whatever you want to do. Okay guys, I'll catch up with you soon.